Meanwhile, in China, officials are struggling to rein in the new outbreak of disease, the walking pneumonia. Now, the whole world is concerned, and images from China do not inspire confidence. Take a look at this. These pictures emerged last week. These are Chinese health workers dressed in PPE or personal protection equipment. They were disinfecting streets and classrooms. And where is this video from? The Hebei province. And this has led to widespread alarm, and for obvious reasons. The last time we saw something like this was when the Wuhan virus spread. China was the epicenter of a global pandemic. And now locals in Hebei are living in fear. They're worried that the days of strict lockdowns and mass tests could return. So what are Chinese officials saying? As always, they're downplaying the situation. They're telling the world there is no reason to be worried.
We're very concerned about the pneumonia cases in China. Are you concerned about opening up the country to foreigners without visa regarding this? And thank you.
China has a fully fledged medical system. Recently, we have seen some clusters of flu cases among children in certain parts of China. In fact, that is a very common phenomenon in many countries, and in China, that has been put under effective control.
There are long queues inside medical centers. Children are doing their homework in hospitals in China, yet Foreign Minister Wang Yi says the situation is under control. There are few who believe him. China is still trying to bring new cases under control, but the disease continues to spread and new hotspots are emerging, some of them far away from China. In Denmark, the Netherlands and the United States of America, children are falling sick. How many cases? Right now, the caseload is not too high. Just over 500 in Denmark. In the Netherlands, out of every 100,000 children, more than 100 are infected. And similar numbers are coming in from the US as well. Ohio is the hotspot there in America. Now, since the beginning of fall, a county in Ohio has seen more than 100 cases. Sweden, Switzerland and Singapore have seen cases as well, but compared to the rest, these outbreaks were quite small. Most patients are reporting the same symptoms: fever with an infection in the lungs. But some patients have a cough too. Most experts are going with China's theory here. These are cases of Mycoplasma pneumoniae. Now, this is a bacterium, and it is most common in children. But it spreads just like the Wuhan virus through droplets in the air. So when an infected person coughs or sneezes, those around the patient can catch it. The bacteria can linger in the nose as well as the throat. If it spreads to the lungs, it can cause pneumonia. The infection is likely to be mild, but the symptoms can last for weeks. In some patients, they can remain sick for months. The good thing is no deaths have been reported, but sadly, most of the patients are children. Their young immune systems are more susceptible to this infection. Adults with better immunity need not worry right now. This outbreak is not as deadly as the last one. But it has exposed China once again. Beijing has learned nothing from the past. From the SARS outbreak in 2002 to the Wuhan virus in 2020 and now this. China's response remains ineffective and obscure, and that leaves the entire world vulnerable.